All right, so hello.
Hello.
I'm Sebastian from GameWorks.
GameWorks, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Shelley.
you too. Shelley, all right, hi. Well, that's it. We're here with our new games. We got 3 games coming up this year. We got Tikal II, we got Sobek, and Water Lily.
Oh.
And
I have Water Lily. It's very nice.
You do?
Yes,
really?
it's a great
all
game.
Right. Yeah, right, a couple of weeks ago in the
yeah,
States,
we just
in
got
America.
it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And you liked it?
We love it. Yeah.
Really?
It's fun.
All right, fun. Okay, good. Well, glad to hear it, obviously. Well, Tikal is just, we got our copies yesterday, so it's pretty fresh.
Congratulations.
It was a bit tight. It was a bit tight.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy that nothing is missing. So that was a bit short, actually, a bit too short. But anyway, it turned out well, so we're very glad.
Good.
And that's it. That's the board. It's a new game. It's just the setting is in Guatemala as well. The authors are the same, so it's Kramer and Kissling. And it became Tikal II because as we played the prototype, all of a sudden there was a feel of Tikal, a Tikal-ish feel. And we said, well, to Wolfgang, what do you think? It's actually Tikal II. We're uncovering things and the treasure and the treasures and stuff like that. And then we talked for a while and he thought, yeah. We actually met at the designers meeting in Switzerland, which we organize each year in May. And so we had this chat and it turned out, okay, let's go for it. And that's how we got into this project. So, well, we don't really have time for rules, obviously, but what you're trying to do is you're going around you get 2 things going in the game, 2 main things. One is that you have a boat, a pyrogue here, and you have action tiles. And you have 6 sites around the board where you can find actions. So I'm just going to be quick about it. Of course, this is not the official setup, but it's kind of. And the first thing you do, on your turn you have 2 actions basically, 2 actions. The first one is you have to pick one of those tiles, and you have a camp here, that's a little more detailed. This, and you have a tent, well that's more or less okay. So I got this camp here. The first thing I do is I choose an action, put it here, use it and do whatever I'm supposed to do, and then I play my guy around the temple and get points for it. The whole action system, the whole tile system is like that. You have these 6 sides, and I have this pyrogue. So right now I'm on this side with my pyrogue, so I'm entitled to any of those actions. So I can just take it and do it. Now, if I happen to say, well, I want actually this action because I don't want you to have it, or because I really need it, I'll have to take my pyrogue, just go around and take it, which is free, which is easy. But there is a but. Here, you have to cross the forest and carry your pyrogue, and you actually have to give back a key. And the key, no pun intended, is a key element to the game. Just came up with that line. So we have keys in our backpack, which is actually outside here, and those keys will allow you to go through the doors in the temple. Oh. So they're pretty precious, and you don't have that many. So it's the whole management of those is really important. So every time you go over here, you have to give one back. So actually, it's free, but not that free. So you really have to be careful on, am I going to jump really over here because I do want that action, but then I have to pay? Or at the start, am I going to jump here, but then I better have very good actions, or else next turn I'll have to jump and pay. So the whole outside is about this. And all the actions you get in the outside are actually for the inside. That means you're going to collect keys. Here's a yellow key, so I'll get a yellow one. This is a multicolored one, so I can grab any one I want, blah, blah, blah. Then I'm going to have those actions, which is to uncover a new room. So it's going to be face down to start with, like that. And when I take this action, I'll be able to actually take 3, but choose one and that way the temple will
starts to get built.
It's going to start to build. Hence the thing with Tikal. So we are actually building the board, and there's a whole thing with connections with my keys. So I have to be careful the way I put things, the way the others put things, so I can walk around. You have other actions like this one where you put different kind of rooms which will give you points. Now, of course, there's a whole point system and stuff. Then you have all those keys. Then you have treasures. You get treasures also on those sides. So here, for instance, you have a little chest.
Oh, treasure.
I will grab a treasure, put it here, and those treasures will be delivered here or here. So there's also a timing included. And then stuff on stuff. You have secret passages here. There's also one of the actions you get. The secret passage will allow you to go through a wall or through a door.
Very nice.
When you don't have the key. And as well in those 6 secret chambers, we have actually many points. So that's it. You have extra points here and there, and then you have scorings, which are a bit different. So basically, you take things here outside, put them here, which helps you to walk around here, and you actually move your guy, and then you have the exploration action where you actually put this little thing as a marker, and which means, and then you score with a system of bonus points plus you score for the doors that are here, for instance. So I would get 2 points here, and then if later on I'm again in a green room, and if again I'm first, I'll get the bonus plus, I'll score green with all the greens. So you have to also try to do all the colors, all the rooms in one color to maximize your points.
Because you score this one and that one.
And then you rescore that
nice.
one. So if I start another color, it's fine. But of course, it's less than if I just go and really do all the green ones.
Sure.
So you have to be careful of how you move inside, what you score. There's a little majority game with the gray rooms. And then eventually, when all the tiles have been laid out, there's going to be one hole in the thing, and there comes the treasure room, which has a lot of points. And of course, sometimes there's going to be a door, so you'll better have the key. Sometimes there won't be a door, so you'll better make sure you have the secret passage to access it. So that's it. It's going to last 30 minutes per player. It's pretty simple, actually. I have one action. I take one action outside, then the second action, I move my guy. But it's pretty tense. You really have to plan. You have to be very careful with how you move around, because you're going to pay them and then you can't move that well. The keys you take, and also when you take a key, you can either keep it for to move around, or you can store it and then it's going to give you points. There are 2 rounds in the game. First one until all the action tiles are gone. Then we restart with the reshuffle, new action tiles, and you have a second round, and you have 2 scorings. And the keys, well, you have to choose. Either you use them here or you score.
Get a miss points.
And if you get them, actually they score twice. So that, I mean, everything is kind of
but you might not have that key you need.
And that's it. Then you might regret it because you can't walk through brown anymore and stuff like that. So here it's about timing. What are the others doing? What do I want? Am I ready to jump and pay the key? And here it's about planification, about those little bonuses, the little majority in those rooms. And well, that's more or less Tikal II.
Yeah.
In a rush, but
no, fabulous.
That's
Thank
more,
you.
So
Perfect.
That's well, that's one of the games we have this year.
That's Tikal II.
Yeah, it is.
All right. And you brought other games to share too.
Yeah.
I love it. This one sounds fabulous.
It's a very Kramer Kissling design, so really definitely in their type of design. So we're very glad about the way it turned out. We have a little. The rules start with a little comic. It's a 9-page comic for the setting.
Oh,
actually,
that's great.
Which is instead of just having a line saying you're in Guatemala, so take your cube, right? It's like a little something.
It's a comics.
And it's full of private jokes about the designers meeting where we actually met Wolfgang Kramer and where we decided to
in
do
Switzerland
the project.
and all that.
So it becomes an expedition. It tells a story, a little story.
Yeah, look, I mean, look at this. It's a really great. It's an actual comic book.
And then the end gives you some hints about the game, like why you have to pay. For instance, when you travel by, when you carry your boat here, it's the same picture actually.
It's there's thematic, and it tells why you have to pay.
The secret passage is the same one as in the chip here actually. So it's binding the thing together. So.
Awesome. That's great.
So that's that.